Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It's early. It is currently, my phone keeps on going off, I don't know who's texting me. 10:54 p.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it is, what is tonight? Friday night going into Saturday. It is currently 94 degrees outside. I can't even believe it, it's so hot. It actually doesn't feel that hot. I was sitting outside and I was watching the fountains of the Bellagio. Obviously they're getting ready to go off here in about 5 minutes. They're so pretty. I have watched them so many times. And I actually filmed them for a video. So that will be on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I kind of talked about some stuff. But anyway, whew, what a day. So, let's see. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. We got up today. We kind of just hung around the room for a while. It was nice. Alex played his game, and I didn't really do a whole lot. I was kind of straightening up my bag and stuff. Like, Alex unpacks everything, but I don't do that. So I was kind of like straightening up my bag so that when we leave, it's just like all ready to go. So anyway, we got up and we were trying to decide like which day we wanted to go and do the buffet here, because we try to always like go and do the buffet here at least once when we come. It's extremely expensive, you guys, like extremely. It's $45 a person. The buffet, I actually did a video here the last time that we were here. I did like a video of the buffet. I like went around and showed everything. So if you want to see that, I don't know what channel that would be on. I think it's on my review channel, actually. It's a really, really cool buffet. I'll tell you all about it. But we decided to go to the buffet today and then go to the pool. Big mistake. And I really didn't even eat that much of the buffet today. I mean, I totally did not get my money's worth. I told him, I said, this is a total waste of money. Like, next time, let's just remember this and not come. He was like, I didn't think it was a waste of money, but he ate like twice as much as I did. So, when you go in, they have like, I mean, it's a buffet like any buffet, right? But it's kind of like the presentation and some of the things they have are cooler than other places. And each buffet at each hotel, I think, is kind of like that too. So anyway, they have like a salad place, and they have like these little copper tins that have Caesar salads in them, and they have little wedge salads that are like this big, but they had bacon on them, so I couldn't have them. Then they had a guacamole in a dish, and then a bag, like a little bag of, I mean, the presentation is very artsy and very cool. A little bag of tortilla chips. Then around the corner, I don't remember what they had. A couple different like seafood salad dishes. We had 2 different kinds of soup. They had a creamy tomato basil, and they had, shoot, I don't remember what the other thing was. Cheddar bacon or something like that. And they had a bunch of bread and cheeses. I got some cheese. And then they had a breakfast area. They had some fish breakfast thing. I got scrambled eggs. And then they had hash brown casserole, which was just like hash browns with cheddar cheese on it. I got some of that, got some mashed potatoes. I don't know why the mashed potatoes were in that area, but they were. So anyway, and then they had pancakes, and then they also had this like brioche French toast with this like berry compote on top of it. So I got that and I didn't see like the syrup, and Alex was like, oh, it's over on that little thing over there. And they had these little cups that you could like get syrup out of. And then they had all kinds of like meat. And I mean, obviously I don't eat meat, but they had like fried chicken, and they came in these little baskets. And then they had like meat that they were cutting and things like that. And then they had like all different kinds of like rice and different kinds of like noodles. And I got like a pasta salad that was like cold. I did get that. I'm trying to think of what else was on my plate. See, I really didn't get a lot. Alex got a lot more than I did. He didn't eat all of it, but he was like, I'm gonna go back up. And then we ended up talking to these girls next to us. I went and got desserts, and we came back. Their dessert thing was fantastic. I had a little I only tried all of these things, but I had a little creme brulee, it was like an ice cream cone, but it wasn't ice cream, it was like a pastry. And it had like dreamsicle flavored frosting inside of it. And then I had a little key lime pie that was like this big. and I can't remember what else. But this one woman that was sitting next to us, were eating like ice cream or gelato, and I said, oh, that looks good, or I said, that looks like you guys are really enjoying it because they have the best ice cream in the world. So I asked the guy that was like doling out the ice cream, I said, which one's the best one? He said coffee, and I like coffee flavored ice cream, so I got a little cup of coffee flavored ice cream. We got cups of coffee, and so these girls next to us were so funny. They were from like the Bay Area, of which I asked them, I said, I feel like I always like am wrong. Like, is Oakland and San Francisco the Bay Area? And they're like, yeah, and they explained to us like where the Bay Area like stretched. And they had been sitting there for like 2 hours. And they, like, you could, instead of $45, you could pay $66. And then you could get like Bloody Marys, or, because it only is open until 3, so it's like a brunch, or mimosas, and they bring you like a bottle of champagne with orange juice. And they were just sitting there drinking like champagne and orange juice like for 2 hours, because it's like unlimited. You can get as much as you want. And so we were sitting there talking to them, and they had come out here on this trip. They were staying at the Link. I think it's called the Link or the Links. They were staying at the Links, and they were like, each day they went to a different buffet. How cool is that? Like, that was the only reason they were here, was to come to buffets. So they had done Caesar's. They came in on Wednesday. They did Caesar's Palace yesterday, Cosmopolitan today, and they were going to do like the Bellagio tomorrow, and then they flew out like on Sunday or something like that. That was like the only reason they were here. And then they sleep like most of the day, because they're like, it's too hot to like walk the strip and stuff. They were really fun. We talked to them for a long time, and they were really sweet girls. Well, they were like in their early 30s. I thought they were like mid-20s, and they were like, guess how old we are? And I said, I don't know, mid-20s. And this girl was like, we're both 33. Or she was like, I'm 33, and then she was like, we're both 33. I was like, oh my God. I'm watching Medea's Halloween. I was like watching it, and I was like, I really like this one, but then I realized it's the second one I like. I mean, I like both of them, but it's the second one I like better than the first one. I don't know why the light is like so low on this tonight. The other, I had it fixed where it was like set, but anyway, poured a little Diet Coke into a glass. I went and got some ice tonight from the ice maker, and then I have my Diet Coke right here. So then we went to the pool. We got to the pool about 1:32. I think it was about 2. And do you know what's really funny about that? Is that they asked for a 3rd bottle of champagne, and he was like, we're getting ready to close. So they brought them like a glass, like a plastic cup instead, each filled with champagne. I think they were just trying to cut him off, but they weren't drunk at all. And the reason why I just realized that was because we left there before 2, and the buffet didn't close till 3, so they weren't closing. But anyway, so then we went to the pool, and we were at the pool for like 2 to 4:30. It was so hot, you guys, today. It was like 108 degrees outside. And honestly, like, you know I love laying by the pool. I could lay by the pool every single day. This trip has been really good for me, and let me tell you why. Okay, I know this is gonna sound corny, but like, as it was before I left on this trip, I didn't feel like I had used a pool a lot. I'm kind of pooled out, honestly. Like, and you know I can go to the pool every single day. But like, and I'm gonna have to when I get back, because I guess it's raining in Indianapolis, so Tanya said tonight. But like, I'm just like today I almost was like, if you want to skip the pool, we can skip the pool. Like, I just was kind of like, so worn. I mean, because it's so hot, so you have to sit in the pool. And then today, we went to the pool, and Alex doesn't like to sit in the pool the whole time, because he says the chlorine drives the skin out. So he sits on the chair a lot, and he can handle the heat. I just can't. It's like so hot, you know? And so, but anyway, I felt like the amount of people at the pool from yesterday to today, I'm sure it's because it's a Friday and it's the weekend now, I felt like it doubled, and it was packed. So it was fine, but it was like, I mean, I didn't like stay near any of the packed people, but like, it just seemed like there was this area right in the middle of the pool where they were all standing, and there were like groups of people. It was like 10 people, 10 people, 10 people. So I kind of just like sat on the stairs at one point for like half an hour just by myself, like away from everybody. It was kind of peaceful. But anyway, then we came up at 4:30, and I had wanted to do this couples video, and Alex always wants to do the couples videos when we're on vacation. And so he had said, like, when are we going to do this? And so I said, well, let's, because tonight he was going out with Maya and his mom, and I think 2 friends of Maya's. They were going to that, he just texted me, they were going to the Area 15 thing. So he was like, well, we've got a couple hours tonight, let's just do it tonight. And I said, okay. So we sat down on the floor, we pre-filmed that, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And what else? Oh, I filmed a drama video after that. And then, what did I do after that? Alex was like sitting in the bedroom playing his game, and he was like watching something on TV. I can't remember what he was watching. I'm like getting distracted by this movie. This is why I can't have movies on in the background. And I feel like I haven't watched a whole lot. Well, I guess on the way home, I can watch some movies. I can watch that addiction movie, but like I'm not going to really want to watch Ocean's 11 on my way home. That was a waste of a rental, wasn't it? Well, maybe if I don't, I'm going to go gamble. The reason I'm doing this early is because I'm going to go gambling a little bit, and I don't want to, you know, feel like I'm so tired and then come home and vlog if I'm really tired. I want to be able to like be done gambling and come home and go to bed. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to vlog early tonight. And then I'm alert and I'm awake and whatever. So, anyway, I know people are like, you should have just taken a night off. I'm not taking a night off while I'm on vacation. I love to vlog while I'm on vacation. I love to look back and be able to see, you know, what we did. Actually, oh, that's so funny. I don't know if I mentioned this on here or not, but Alex and I, we literally could not figure out what we did for our anniversary last year. And so he went all the way back on his Instagram and looked, and like, it's just a picture of us. And I went back on my Instagram and I looked, and it's just like a picture of us. It's not like not a picture from that day, just like, you know, like an anniversary picture. And so, is this guy that's in the Medea movie, is that the guy from the Ace family? I don't really follow much with that Ace family. I think they're fools, but I feel like I feel like that's that Austin guy from the, am I wrong? There's a couple YouTubers in this. Bella Thorne is in this too. She doesn't have many lines. I think she might, no, she's not in the second one. I don't know which Medea movie is my favorite. Anyway, so we did that, and then Alex started getting ready, and he took a shower, and started getting ready for tonight. He wasn't like really sure if they were going out afterwards. He really wanted to go see Cascade at Omnia, and I kind of am like really hoping, because like Maya has connections, because she knows like his manager or something, so I'm really hoping that she's going to surprise him and take him, because he really wants to see Cascade. And when we were here a couple years ago, he got to meet Cascade, so I'm like really hoping that she's gonna surprise him with that. And so yeah, but I don't know. So anyway, so then he got ready, and I was uploading videos, and then he left about 7:30, something like that. And I was gonna, okay, so my plans for tonight was that I was gonna get room service, and I was gonna like watch like Ocean's 11 or something, and then I was gonna do a face mask and like the eye things and all that. And then I was going to take a bath with the bath bomb. And then I was going to take a nap too. And then I was going to get dressed and like real casual and comfy. And then I was going to go and gamble tonight, and just until like Alex comes home. Because I have a feeling he won't be back until like 4 or 5. Because the last time that we were in town, he went out with Maya. He got home at like 4 or 5. They went to some taco place. He was just telling me about it the other night. He's like, that's where the taco place was, the taco truck. So I don't know. But anyway. But I have not been hungry at all today. I ate a couple M&Ms and some of those goldfish crackers. Alex has gotten me hooked on those goldfish crackers. So I ate a couple of those, and I was like, Alex was like, you should get room service, babe. You wanted to get room service. He was being so sweet to me. I think he felt bad for like going, and I'm like, I want to be here. So anyway, I wasn't hungry, and I was like, I'm not going to just order room service to order room service. Like, that's stupid. There's a restaurant downstairs that is basically the entire same menu as the room service, and so if I get hungry, I'll just go there when I'm done gambling and go eat by myself. I love to eat by myself anyway. So, I think Rich Lux is going to be downstairs at some point. So, because he said he's got things he's doing, but then he's like, let's meet up and gamble later. And I was like, well, I'll be around. But I might walk down to the Flamingo and gamble. I don't know. I mean, I just don't want to sit around here and gamble when there's so many casinos to go to, you know what I mean? So, and the last time I gambled at the Flamingo, and I had a blast. And there's like these machines down there that I really like. So I might go down there for that. We'll see. My hair looks kind of cute, doesn't it, though? I'm letting it air dry tonight, and then I'll blow dry it before I put some product in it. I bought this product at the salon the last time I was there, and I really like it because it smells like honey. And I love anything that smells like honey. I didn't, like, did you, like, kind of realize something? Like, but that's always been true, but you didn't really know it, like, to say it. Like, I've always loved cinnamon. Like, anything cinnamon. Cinnamon dolce lattes from Starbucks was, like, my go-to drink forever. It actually sounds really good right now. But I love anything hunty. Like RuPaul's Drag Race. I love anything honey scented. I didn't even realize that I did, you know, for the longest time. And so I got this product, and it smells like honey. And I really liked it, but it's really heavy. It weighs my hair down. Back in the day, I could get out of the shower and my hair would stand up, and I had like a faux hawk all the way, you know, down my back of my head, and I would just put product in it and my hair would stand straight up. Okay, it doesn't do that anymore. It like lays down. This is one of your hair gets finer, I guess. I mean, it's real thick still, but it gets finer as you get older and just kind of lays down. But anyway, and that wasn't like a hair color thing either. Like, that happened just over time. But so he left. I got my videos done. I filmed a video watching the Fountains of the Bellagio because that was like one thing that I wanted to do. And then I laid out my clothes. I went through and finished like organizing my suitcase over and over again. And then I took out my clothes that I'm gonna wear to go gamble, which is just like shorts and a t-shirt and my Birkenstock plastic sandals. And then because my feet are all cut up, I bought this pair of like sandals while I was here. Alex and I both got the same pair but different colors. And I didn't even realize it. I wore them out last night to go gamble, and they hurt my feet, but I thought, well, maybe they're just a little big or something. Didn't even think about it. So Alex wore his to brunch today, and like halfway to the brunch, he was like, I'm gonna have to go change these before we go to the pool. And I was like, what's wrong, babe? And he goes, my feet are cut already. See, it's not just me. So he pulled his foot out, and I was like, oh my God, babe, your foot is like cut. And he was like, well, I'm really worried if I get in the pool, it's gonna sting. And I go, don't worry, it's not gonna sting, it'll be fine. And I had these like pool slides on that I have on right now. And hold on a second, get it. I'm like reaching for it with my toe. I said, that'll be good for it. I said, like, the pool water has like helped my heel feel better. And he was like, okay. So he went up there and changed. And we get in the pool, and all of a sudden my feet, I'm like, ow, what is going on? And I looked, and I have cuts on either side of the top of my foot. So now, on one foot, the heel looks like somebody took a serrated knife to it, or just a regular knife. And on the top of both feet, like on either side where the strap was, there's like, I have cuts. Like, it looks like somebody took a knife and went like that across my foot. What is going on with our feet? So anyway, so then Alex left, and I just kind of hung out. It was really nice. I like tried to find something on TV, but that time like the only thing that was on was Rush Hour 2 or something. So I sat outside for a while. Oh, I talked to Tanya for a long time. So Tanya has been at the lake. We both left the same day, and she was actually supposed to come back on Sunday. And she said at like this second trip to the lake in a really short period of time. This was more of like a couples trip. They went with some couples that they're friends with. And so, and like her cousin and whatever. Same lake though, Lake Norris, Tennessee. And she was like, I woke up this morning, she was like, Eric didn't want to go out on the boat. And she was like, we had been on the lake every single day, like all day. And she was like, I just was ready to be home with my dog. So they drove home today. So anyway, I talked to Tanya for like almost an hour on the phone. And then, laid out my stuff in the bedroom, straightened stuff up. We're such weird travelers that way. Like even like our little kitchen area over there is like, everything's organized. I mean, we have everything organized. Like, we don't like mess up a room. I don't like that. Like, I like to come into a hotel room and have it look like a hotel room, you know what I mean? So like our shoes are all laid out, Alex hangs up all of his clothes, and he repacks everything. So then I filled the bathtub. Oh, I put on the face mask. Well, okay, I got those eye things, so many of them. They don't stay on my eyes, you guys. They just start falling down, like loopity-loopity, falling down. They don't stay on my eyes. And I was like, what is going on? So I just did the face mask. I had Alex look through them with me and see which one he thought was best for like my burn and stuff. Although I don't feel burnt. I know I look burnt, but I don't feel burnt at all. And so I did an avocado face mask. It was really nice. It was smooth, very smooth. And then I did my bath bomb, and I filled up the bathtub, and it was warm, but it wasn't like super warm. So I, like when I was sitting in there, I like turned it up like real high. It was like super hot. It was really nice. And yeah, and then I got out of the bathtub and I took a shower just to rinse off, and I washed and conditioned my hair and lathered up and rinsed off and put lotion on, and now I'm sitting here in a robe talking to you. So if I had a bathtub at home, like our bathtub doesn't work at home because we want to get the whole bathtub done, or bathroom done, you know. And my cousin's like, don't get a bathtub. Everybody tells me don't get a bathtub, that it like lowers the what do you call it, the value of your home, or the equity in your home, or something like that. Not the equity, but you know what I'm saying. And because nobody wants a bathtub anymore, she said, I want a bathtub. I'd love to have a huge garden bathtub. If I had a bathtub, I would use it every night. Caroline's like, as a realtor, she's like, people don't want bathtubs. Nobody uses bathtubs anymore. And what? Like, I would use a bathtub. I mean, I don't know that, like I just said, I don't know that I really would use it every night, but I do think that I would take baths a lot. I love bath salts. I love bath bombs. I love just like taking a bath and soaking and then rinsing off in a shower. And in some weird way, like, I feel cleaner doing that. Like, I don't know, like, I mean, we take showers all the time anyway, you know? Sometimes 2 a day, but like, I just love soaking in a bathtub. It's so nice, and the bathtub here is huge. So that was fun, and I went and got ice in the ice maker tonight. I don't know why. I was like, I'm figuring out everything like late, you know, in the trip, and I'm like, I want ice tonight with like my Diet Coke, and because they have nice little glasses, you know. These were the glasses that, so Maya brought champagne for our anniversary for them to have last night. But anyway, they obviously like, the housekeeper when they came, like, cleaned out the glasses. But so I went and I got ice, and it reminded me of when I was a kid, because I could like hear everybody in their room, and I had totally forgot about this until I was doing my Peter Does Stuff video. When I was a kid and we would go to like a hotel, like the first thing I always wanted to do, well, 2 things. I always wanted to check and see the cable channels to see if there was like HBO and Cinemax, and then I like wanted to watch them all night long because my mom never had cable. So like when we were on vacation, or if I was at my dad's house, like I loved cable because of like the movies. Do you remember like the old little HBO magazines that came out and they would list? I would go to my grandma's house, my mom's mom, because she had all the cable channels. And I would like look through, and I would like pick out what movies I wanted to watch. I was obsessed. And I always, forever and ever and ever wanted the Disney Channel. I don't know why. I really loved the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, like the cartoon version. And one year I saw that they were playing it on Halloween on the Disney Channel, and I wanted it because I just thought it would be like a plethora of like Halloween like shows around Halloween time. But anyway, whenever we would go to, whenever we were on vacation, like at a hotel, the 2 things I would do is always like check the cable. Like the first thing I would do is turn on the TV to see if we had like, oh, direct pay movies. That was my thing for a long time. That was like whenever like my ex and I, we would go on vacation, I always like, it had to have a place that had like pay-per-view movies, because I love to watch like movies that weren't yet released. I mean, now it's a whole different world, you know? But back then, it's funny because we actually, one year coming out here, did he and I only come out here once, or we come out here twice? It was the second time we came out here. We came with some friends, but we stayed at different hotels. He and I watched Miss Congeniality too. I think it was 2 or 1 in the hotel room. I remember that. But I used to love to watch like those on-demand movies, you know, that you like pay for in a hotel room, that like had left the theater but weren't at, you know, like at Blockbuster yet. Those movies, you remember? And I love to get ice from the ice maker. I don't know why. Like, I always wanted to have ice, and so I'd have to get a pop on the way. So, like, if we stopped at a gas station, I would get, like, 2 pops, like, 1 for the car and then, like, 1 for the room. And then, like, I would, you know, like, make a pop in the room with, like, ice and soda. I love everything about hotels. I always have, even when I was a little kid. I don't even care. Like, when I was a little kid, like, we did a lot of road trips, my dad and I, like, to go skiing, and we'd ski in Michigan, and we took a lot of road trips to, like, Florida and other places. Like, I don't know why we took, like, driving road trips a lot, but we stayed in some, like, real crap, like, you know, little motels around a pool. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, 2 stories where the door's on the outside kind of motels. Like, we stayed in a lot of those. And we stayed in a lot of, like, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, like, Ramada Inns and Howard Jones. They're called Hojos. What are those? Howard Johnson's. We used to stay at a lot of those because my dad would be like, maybe they were like work trips that he had to take or something, because my dad would say, okay, he'd be like, okay, Pete, find us a hotel. And I'd be like, how soon do we have to stop? And he'd say, as soon as you find a hotel, we're going to stop for the night. And I'd be like, oh, can we go run my house? Because it was always had to have a pool. I wanted to have a pool too. So that I could go swimming. So we would always go swimming. My dad would like get a beer, because, you know, like a lot of those old like Hojos, like Howard Johnson's and Ramada Inns had like little bars, and he would get like a beer and we'd go sit at the pool. He'd just sit there, you know, like on the side of the pool while I was like swimming and doing like, I haven't come very far, okay? I mean, I love to swim in a pool in a hotel, and I love a hotel room and a hotel bed. I don't even care like how fancy it is. I mean, I like nice hotel rooms today, and I feel really blessed. My dad took me to some fantastic hotels, but at the same time, like, I just love a hotel room. I just love to go stay in a hotel room. So anyway, there's something fun about it. I miss my dogs like crazy. We got talking about pee-pee like real deep on our anniversary at dinner, and I think something switched in me, like, talking about it. I think like we came back, and like I really missed Boo and Tucker after we were like talking about them. I was like, I just, you know, like, until I go on vacation, like, I don't take it for granted, but like, because I'm with them, but I'm with them all day long, like, so it's so weird not seeing them. And I a couple days ago texted one of the girls that works at the kennel, and she texted me back, and she was like, they're good. She was like, they didn't eat a lot of their food tonight for dinner, but I think it's because it's hot. And she was like, but I left it in there, and they'll probably eat it later tonight. Which, we feed them more while they're at the kennel than we do at home, because they run and run and run and run and run. Like, they let them, like, they have a lead outside. They could literally just be like in and out all day long if they wanted to. I mean, like in the heat, they don't let them be out there for that long, but... And Tanya usually keeps them like in the house part, so we're like the day boarding dogs are, like, whatever, and so then they like go out with like the day boarding dogs and doggy daycare, and then they do like playtimes and stuff like that, so they get a lot of energy, which is good for them, you know. And so we like feed them a little bit more while they're there, so for that reason. Boo Radley's real finicky about his own food anyway, though, even at home. Like, sometimes we'll put the food down. It's like the weirdest thing. And he won't be sick, but we'll put the food down and he just won't eat it at all. Like, I'm sure if you go back in my vlog, like the first couple times it happened a couple years ago, I like freaked, and then the vet was like, he's just a finicky eater. Sometimes dogs don't want to eat, you know? And he was like, and I was like, so what should I do? And she was like, take his food up. And I mean, that's dinner time. They know what dinner time is because we've trained them for dinner time. And she was like, take his plate up. Don't just leave it down, or Tucker will eat it, because we separate them, which is true. Tucker, if we put 5 plates of food down, Tucker would eat it. Tucker's a good eater. He like eats and eats and eats. Where am I out on time? I think I have like a minute left. Because it stops at, you know, 29 minutes and 59 seconds, I think. But anyway, Tucker's a good eater, so she's like, take his food up, and she's like, and then tomorrow he'll eat. And there's been a couple times that he's gone like 2 days and hasn't eaten, but then like by the 3rd day, he's like really hungry, and then he eats. So on those days that he doesn't eat, he doesn't seem bothered, you know. There's been a couple times, obviously, where he's been sick, and like he was eating grass or something, because I think his little stomach hurt or whatever, but... by and large, they're pretty good eaters. I was really worried about having their teeth extracted, that they wouldn't be able to eat. And she was like, they'll eat just fine. They'll eat treats just fine. It just takes them some time to figure things out. They eat better now than they did before. I almost kind of wonder if, like, you know, it's like their teeth feel so good now that they feel like they... Okay, it stopped. And also, they eat treats really well, but we have to be very, you know, like, we get them those... Tanya just got me some from Walmart. I think she got them from Walmart. I ordered a bunch online. They're like training treats. They're real small, you know? And, they're called, like, Bill Jack is what they're called. They're great. So if you have a dog that has sensitive teeth or has no teeth, they're really small. They're like just like the size of like the end of an eraser on a pencil, and maybe just a little bit bigger than that, maybe like double the size of that. And they're just like round little treats, and they love them. We give them like, I just take like 4 and put them on the ground, you know, and that's what Alex does too. Well, he did it, so I started doing that, and they're good, you know, like they love them. And we have some other treats that they can eat too. They cannot eat like begging strips. They can't eat any of that kind of stuff anymore because they can't chew it apart. Every once in a while, we'll give them like a little treat like that, and Boo Radley just carries it around forever and licks on it. But they like the taste. So Tucker gets bored of it because he can't do anything with it. So, and the other thing is, Tucker has learned to, what do you call it? He has learned to play with his stuffed animals again, which makes me so happy that he is like chewing on his lady, and he loves it. So yeah. I didn't end up taking a nap. I thought I would be like, I had planned to, but I didn't end up taking a nap. I rested for a little bit. I thought I would be exhausted by now, and I'm really not that tired. But I don't know if I want to, like... One night I walked over to the Bellagio the last time I was here. I didn't hit anything at the Bellagio. And then then I played downstairs. I like playing here. I just don't hit here. So I walked down to the Flamingo, and I actually did really well. So I don't know. I'll see what Rich is doing, and then I'll see how late Alex thinks he's going to be. And if he's going to be like late, then I'll probably walk down to the Flamingo, and then I can always walk back, you know? I kind of want to get some M&Ms, but I have half a box left, but I don't want to have to go into Walgreens and all that kind of stuff. Have you guys enjoyed the vacation vlogs? I've had a fun time vlogging while I've been here. Oh, that's what I was saying I didn't even get to. So Alex and I were looking, I got to it, I just didn't share the story because I started talking about something else. Alex and I couldn't figure out what we did for our anniversary last year. I mean, we had like no idea. We were like, and speaking, I have something else to say too about the Gatlinburg trip that we took. Remember, I couldn't remember anything. We talked about that the other day. So, anniversary pictures. We couldn't find any anniversary pictures on our Instagram. So I was like, well, I would have shared on my vlog last year what we did. So I went back and I watched the vlog from last year, and we went to Livery in downtown Indianapolis, just Alex and I. Nobody else went with us. And it was fun. Oh, we love Livery. I didn't watch to see what I had or anything because I always get the same thing. I get street corn and empanadas, 3 empanadas. I actually remember doing that now for our anniversary. I can see the table that we sat at. It was like in the back. I remember sitting there. It was fun. We're both dressed nice. Yeah. This is a much better anniversary though. I mean, just saying, you know what I mean? Oh, but then I was talking to Alex the other day, and somehow Gatlinburg or something came up, and I said, oh my god, this is so funny. I was talking about this in my vlog. It seems like I've said that 1,000 times this week. I was just talking about that in my vlog. Oh, I was just talking about that in my vlog. Oh, I was just talking about that in my vlog. To my mother-in-law, to Alex's cousin Maya, to Alex. So anyway, to Rich Lux probably, to Tanya, to everybody. But anyway, to my husband, I say it all the time. So I said to him, I said, hey, I was talking about Gatlinburg the other day on my vlog. I can't remember, like, what we did there at all. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, remember when we went to Gatlinburg? And he was like, yeah, Pee-Pee was with us. We didn't do anything. And I was like, we didn't do anything? He was like, no, we just stayed in the cabin. So we must have just, like, watched movies and had romantical time, I guess. I don't remember. I mean, I really don't. I do remember, though, like, because I loved at that time, like, going to the grocery store, getting a bunch of food, so it makes sense that we just sat around there. And at that time, you know, Alex was 24. That was totally not his speed. That's not what he wanted to do. And he thought we were going to Nashville, Indiana, because he was like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville, Indiana, and they had cabins down there because it's like a cutesy little town, right? And I'm watching this part where they're like scaring one of the characters. But anyway, it's saying something not so nice on the mirror in the bathroom, and she's freaking out. It says, "Get your F-A-S-S out of here." And it like was a ghost writing it on the mirror. Or ... it said. Anyway, I still don't really remember what we did back then. It's weird, like, the things I remember and the things I don't remember. There's so much I remember from the beginning. There's, you know, there's so many things I don't remember. And it's been 13 years, you know? It's like crazy. It's like, 13 years is a really long time. I was 36 years old, you guys. I was younger than Alex is now. Seems unreal. Should we go see who has been texting me? Hold on a second. Ooh! Okay. I have to cover myself. Let's see if it's my husband texting me. I'm charging my phone. Yeah, he's texting me pictures of like what they're doing, so I'll look at that in just a little bit. Oh, he was really excited about that tonight. I'm really happy. See, now I'm starting to get hungry, but like, I don't want to. This robe is like really nice. And can I just tell you something? I don't know if you are a person that is of larger proportions, when you go into hotel rooms and they have robes, the robes never fit me. The arms always come up to about here, and the thing won't wrap around. And this robe says something like, one size fits most is what it says. And I was like, oh, I like that. And I put it on, I was like, it's not gonna fit. And I put it on and it totally fits, and it's so comfy. I love it. I would buy one from the gift shop just to remember my anniversary week, but we have enough robes at home. And actually, the robe that I got on Amazon, I got one for Alex, and then I ended up getting one for myself. That is like the robes at Uniqlo. They're like sweatshirt robes. Those are the robes. I mean, those are the robes. But I just found a robe for Alex. It keeps on coming up on my Instagram. It's like it's called something like the only robe you'll ever need, and it has like the sweatshirt arms, but it doesn't have like a hoodie on it. And maybe it does. I don't know, but it's shorter. And he always wears like sweat shorts or sweatpants with the robe, and I think it would be perfect for him. So I think I'm gonna get it for him for Christmas, maybe. I should buy it now and just have it, you know? That would be smart, wouldn't it? Okay, so let me tell you, I was at the pool today, and I don't know how I saw it. I don't know where I saw it. But anyway, I saw that Morrissey is going to be at Caesar's Palace. He's doing like a residency here or something. Not a residency, but he's doing like several shows. And so he like had to cancel a bunch of shows, I guess, in June. But he's coming back, and his first show back is tomorrow. Morrissey is the lead singer, or was the lead singer of the Smiths, which was my favorite band in high school. Every day is like Sunday. You know that song? Girlfriend in a coma, I know it's serious. And they just came out with that movie called Shoplifters of the World Unite, which is a Smith song. And so anyway, And somebody said when I posted on Twitter, they're like, he's very depressing. I was like, all the music is very sad, and you know. But anyway, so I was like, should I get tickets and go tomorrow night? Should we go? And I said, Alex, would you? You know, he was like, I'll go for you if you want to go. And then I was like, I don't know if I'm really in the mood to go to a concert tomorrow night. And I'm like, well, that might be the only chance that I ever have to see Morrissey. And then, like, this is when you know that you've kind of, like, I don't want to say that I've gotten old, but that, like, I don't know that if I ever don't get to see Morrissey, like, if it was Stevie Nicks, hands down, I would go buy tickets, you know? Which there wouldn't even be any tickets available. There's a lot of tickets available, but they're not good tickets. That's the other thing. They're expensive, and they're way in the back. And the ones that are closer are like $450 a ticket. And I'm not paying $900 plus service charge, which will be $1,000 for Alex and I to go see Morrissey. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't pay $450 to see I wouldn't pay it to see anybody. I mean, we've paid a lot for music festivals and stuff like that, but that's like 3 days and tons of artists. Like, I would not pay $450. I don't even know that I pay $450 to see Stevie Nicks or Madonna, you know? I remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago, one of my friends, she wanted to go see Madonna in Chicago, and it was like $300. And I was like, hell no, I'm not paying $300. And she's like, I'll buy the ticket for you. I just want somebody to go with. And I was like, I'm not letting you gift me a $300 ticket to go see Madonna. And now in retrospect, I'm kind of like, God, I wish I had gone and seen Madonna, you know, because she's like 60. I don't think she's probably going to be touring a whole lot more. She still looks fantastic, though, but she's had so much work done, it looks like. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, she doesn't even look kind of like the same person sometimes, you know? I love Madonna. She was such a huge part of my youth. I listen to her music all the time. It's so funny, like, some of the Madonna songs that I love Vogue. But, like, I love Like a Prayer, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite song. But, like, some of her songs that I really like, are, like, not her most famous songs. Like, I love, is it Causing a Commotion? I love that song. It's how she used to end the Blonde Ambition tour. Remember, they would jump into the ground with their chairs? I love, is that what it's called, Causing a Commotion? Got the moves, baby. You've got the motion. If we get together, we'll be causing a commotion. That song, you know, I love that song. And then I also love Cherish, Cherish. And that's not like a real famous song, you know. There's only like a couple eras of hers that I don't. That Ray of Light era, I don't like that era of Madonna. Her early days, I really liked. Her Vogue era, Bedtime Stories, really liked. Well, Vogue era and then Bedtime Stories, really liked. I loved when she did like Express Yourself and all that stuff. I don't think people today, like the kids, don't really understand. Like, it's funny. I wonder what they do think of Madonna. Like, she was, I mean, I don't use this word as much anymore, but like, she was literally iconic. I mean, she was the epitome of what iconic was, you know? It's, I don't know. If you've never seen the Blonde Ambition tour, the Truth or Dare documentary, you should go see it. It's fantastic. Or you should go see it. You should watch it. I watched it like a couple years ago. I got it, and Alex and I watched it. I think I might own it. I don't know how we watched it. It was so funny because it's like all night long there's like constant sound. And last night, I sat on the patio while I was like rendering the vlog, and then so I could upload it. And the sun started coming up, you guys. I mean, it was like 5:20 in the morning. It was in the distance, but you could see it. I put it on my Instagram. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And Alex was like, did you stay up till the sun came up? I go, no, it was like 5:20, 5:30, but it was like, maybe it was a little bit later than that. But it wasn't 6 o'clock yet. And, but it was just beautiful. But the street was like still out here. Like, there wasn't any noise. There weren't a lot of cars. It was like Las Vegas down here was dead. We were talking about that to our Uber driver when we were coming from the airport, that during, like when everything was shut down on the lockdown during COVID, that he said it was like a ghost town driving through here. He said it was eerie. And I said, like, did you pick, I can't remember what I said, like, did you pick up a lot of people? Were there a lot of people? And he goes, no, there was nobody to pick up. He was like, there was nobody here, it was dead. Then we were talking to the bartender downstairs at the Chandelier Bar, and which is part of where we had our wedding reception. And I said something about, and he goes, when we were on lockdown, he was like, I couldn't have even talked to you, it was so busy. I was like, what? I thought the hotels and stuff were closed. He was like, well, when we got out of it, like, California was still on lockdown, so they would drive here and, like, just stay in the hotel. He was like, they really couldn't go anywhere, nothing was open, but they would just stay in the hotel, and they would gamble, and they would, you know, come to the bar, and all that kind of stuff. And there was, like, only, like, I don't know what else was open, but anyway. Is this the one I think it is? No. The one that I think is the one when they go, this is so funny. Tyler Perry is a genius. I mean, he is just such a genius. But it's when they go out to that lake. That's the one I like. Now I've got that Madonna song stuck in my head. Causing a commotion. I feel like we've been here for 3 weeks. And I literally could stay here for 3 weeks if I had my dogs with me. Like, if I had little Boo and Tucker running around here, oh my God. You can bring your dogs here. You can have dogs at the Cosmopolitan. I know that because the last time they were here, there was this couple, and she was absolutely gorgeous and adorable, and he was absolutely gorgeous and adorable, and they were, like, all, like, in just, like, real cute, like, you know, running shoes and, like, khaki shorts, and they were real sporty looking, but, like, gorgeous, right? And they had 3 of the smallest, cutest little puppies ever on leashes, and I was like, I think they had a baby, too, and I was like, oh my God, like, you have a lot going on to come to Vegas. They were real friendly, and I was like, and their little dogs were so cute, and Alex was like, we should bring Boo and Tucker with us. I was like, they're a little old to trying to get on a plane at this point. I don't know, I don't want to, like, because Alex, so we did talk about on this trip about, like, getting a dog down the road. He's brought it up twice, and which is interesting because I'm usually the one that brings it up. He's brought it up twice. And the second time he brought it up, he said, or maybe it was the first time, I don't know, but he was like, okay, here's part of the deal. When we get the next dog that we get, which will be the next era of our life, Boo and Tucker, you know, won't be with us anymore. So we're not even going to talk about it till then. Because I just don't think that Boo could handle it. And they're such a unit, the two of them together, that I just don't want to bring in another puppy. And I don't know. It makes me even sad to have to think about down then, but whatever. Maybe that will be, you know, whatever. It'll be down the road. Hell, it could be 10 years from now, you know? But Alex said, when we get a dog, the next dog that we get, we're training that dog. We're like, it's going to fly and travel with us. Like, I'm not leaving a dog at home. Like, I don't want to just have a dog that we don't see for a week or two, you know? I said, that's fine. We can do that. So that will be what we do. We'll probably get something real small. I don't know. I miss my little guys so much. They're so sweet. I know they miss me too. Alex said tonight, he goes, when, where were we? Oh, we were at brunch, and he goes, no, we were in the pool, and I said, I miss Boo and Tucker so much, and I go, and they miss me too. He goes, who do you think they miss more, me or you? And I go, why would you ask such a question like that? I go, me, of course. But I mean, it's the truth. Anyway, well, I think I'm going to go downstairs and gamble now, and my hair's dry, and I've actually vlogged for longer than I thought I would. So I'm going to get off here now, and yeah, go gamble. I'll let you guys know tomorrow how I did. And I hope that you guys, oh, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And I hope that you are having a magically amazing Saturday and enjoying your weekend and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Do something for yourself this weekend, you know, read a book, watch a new Netflix show or a new Hulu or Discovery Plus or Amazon Prime, whatever. There's 9 million streaming services now, Disney Plus, or just the basic Netflix. Watch a new show, let me know what you're watching in the comment section below. Start a new book or read the one you're reading. I still haven't finished mine. Let me know what you're reading in the comment section below, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.